Hello, Chicago. Network is on the air. Hello, everybody. I'm Ryan Yanishadis, and it's time to focus. And today we're focusing on the NFL playoffs championship weekend in the books, and we officially have our Super Bowl 59 matchup. Let's get into that right now. Of course, both games taking place on Sunday. First game Sunday was the NFC Championship game between the Philadelphia Eagles hosting the Washington Commanders. Last week, the Commanders went out, absolutely stunned the football world as they went into Detroit, took care of Jared Goff and the Lions. But just what a job by Jaden Daniels going in there, playing great football. In this game, just seems like something was missing. They had their opportunities, too many turnovers. What was it, 2 or 3 fumbles that just, at the end of the day, ended up costing them. And the Philadelphia Eagles never stopped. They never took their foot off the gas pedal in this game, and therefore that led to the Philadelphia Eagles winning that one of a final of 55-23. I think that Commanders are probably a year, maybe 2 years ahead of their time of being in this game. So I think at the end of the day, because odds are you're facing a healthy Lions team, they don't win that game last week. But that is what it is, and I think you just see a young up-and-coming team that got to the NFC Championship game in the Commanders, and they face a team that's ready, win now, take care of it. That's exactly what the Philadelphia Eagles did. Saquon Barkley did exactly what he needed to do. What was it, 2 rushing touchdowns, and everything went right for Jalen Hurts. Everything went right for the Eagles, and the Eagles punched their ticket to New Orleans in 2 weeks. Then the matchup, I think the winner of this game wins the Super Bowl between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Chiefs were up by as many as 10, 11 points. And the Bills just kept coming back. And then in the end, you saw Buffalo have the lead for Kansas City to be able to come right back down the field, and they're able to. Buffalo was able to tie the game, and all of a sudden you're like, this game might go into overtime. This could be an unbelievable ending to what has been a great rivalry, where the Bills are 4-0 against the Chiefs in the regular season play, including the only loss to this day the Bills have the Chiefs have had this year, but the Chiefs are 3-0 going into this game in the postseason. So one team, the Bills, undefeated against them in the regular season. Chiefs undefeated against the Bills in the postseason, and once again they get the field goal. Buffalo got the ball again, a chance to get down there, could not do it, failed on 4 downs, and then Kansas City got the ball, got a couple first downs, and once again for the 3rd straight year we're saying it, the Kansas City Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl and a chance for history. That's what we're going to be hearing about for the next 2 weeks. I didn't want Kansas City to win. I'm not a fan of seeing the same teams over and over again. And we're getting it, and we're going to get a chance to see history, as no team has won 3 consecutive Super Bowls, and the Kansas City Chiefs will be able to do that, or have the opportunity to do that in 2 weeks of the rematch from their first Super Bowl they won in this stretch, and that was against the Philadelphia Eagles. So that'll be taking place in 2 weeks. We'll be previewing each the Eagles and the Chiefs individually, and I'll be giving my Super Bowl predictions. That'll be in 2 weeks. So we got our Super Bowl, and in 2 weeks in New Orleans, we will see it, Chiefs and the Eagles. So much stuff to happen. Until then, let's talk about some coaching maneuvers before we close out this episode. Jaguars named their head coach Liam Cohen, who agreed to be the highest paid coordinator in the NFL. Agreed to that job, then said, you know what? No, I'm taking the Jaguar job. He's now the Jaguars head coach, and I guess the Buccaneers, according to Adam Schefter last week, not happy about that at all. That he went from saying, okay, I'm going to take your job, to, you know what? No, I'm going to go to Jacksonville. Raiders named Pete Carroll their head coach. He was one of the guys the Bears brought up possibly being a head coach. Now he's there in Las Vegas. The one team in that division, again, the Chiefs are in that division, the one team that does not have a quarterback. And then the Cowboys hire Brian Schottenheimer, the son of Marty Schottenheimer, the late great coach. And of course, he was the offensive coordinator. So they go in-house. So that is the coaching move. I think there's only one spot left, and it's the New Orleans Saints. And speaking of the Saints, their defensive coordinator gone because the Bears hired him as theirs. Dennis Allen, now the Bears defensive coordinator, and the Bears named Declan Doyle, who's the tight ends coach for the Broncos, their offensive coordinator. And Ben Johnson probably going to be making the call, so he's probably just going to be there to help. And it should be fun. I mean, what I've heard from Ben Johnson, you're a Cub fan, maybe that was the reason he came to Wrigley Field every year. Just what he's saying, I'm buying into the early stuff. Obviously, it's going to have to be more of let's prove what you can do with this team, see what you can do with Caleb Williams, see if you can make progress with the Chicago Bears football team. And again, all that, though it'll be all talk until next September, but so far so good on that front. But looking good for the Chicago Bears. So once again, it's Eagles, Chiefs, they advance to the Super Bowl. We'll be talking more about that and the end of next week as we get closer to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans, so it should be exciting there. That'll do it for us. Tomorrow we're going to focus on the Chicago Blackhawks. Wednesday will be the Chicago Bulls, so we'll be talking Chicago sports for the next few days. Our 100th episode, our 100th focus will be coming up this Friday, and we'll look back at the first 99. Can't believe it's been 100 focuses already. Thank you everyone that has watched any time at all. Please comment below. Are you happy with the Super Bowl? Are you happy with Eagles Chiefs? Do you want to see a three-peat? I didn't want it, but now it's here. Maybe I do. I'll give you my Super Bowl prediction at the end of next week. Also, don't forget to like this video if you like what you hear, but don't forget to subscribe to the Hello Chicago Network YouTube channel. Of course, we post new shows Monday through Friday. We focus every day, Monday through Friday, 3:12 Central, right here. I'm Ryan Yanishadis from the Hello Chicago Network. We're the focus of Chicago sports.